What's up, y'all? I just want to have a little chat with y'all. Let me put my little robe on because I feel like a little naked or something. I just came back from my walk, y'all. Aubrey, you can go watch this upstairs because go watch this upstairs. Go get your iPad upstairs. But so I just wanted to talk to y'all right quick because I was just watching this old video from Jordan's Journey, and she made me think about something because she was talking about Job again. And like I say, I feel like I have, like, within 1 year, I feel like I'm on many of people's journeys of the Bible. And when I lost everything last year, just moving to a new state, and I had everything before I left. Of course I wasn't rich or nothing, but I was doing great. I had my own place, had my own car. I had, money to go to the store when I felt like it. I can go buy stuff for the house when I felt like it. Like, I was good. I was up. I was really on the up and ups. I was so up that my mama and them thought I was really getting money. Like, they thought, yeah. And then me saying I'm gonna move and all this, just the plays I was making and stuff, And I remember her saying when I was coming to Texas, she was like, well, don't leave mama behind. Once I got here, she was like, well, don't leave mama, but just don't leave mama behind, because she thought I was on the up and ups, But I mean, I was doing good, and I did come down here, with a good amount of money, a decent amount of money I came to Texas with. But I had sold all my things. I sold my stuff. I had my tax money. Plus, I sold my car. So I had a good amount of money to come down. And when I got here, I was homeless for a while, So just through my journey. And then, I got into it. I finally got my place. I wasn't able to, I was in a challenge because I was homeless for 30 days, living in hotels and having to eat out every day. So when you don't have money coming in and you constantly have money going out and there's no money coming in, yeah, that money gonna dwindle really fast. So when I, when she came down, she saw that it was a struggle. I ain't have, couldn't really afford no furniture like that. I was only able to get me a bed and, simple stuff like that. And then, of course, I ended up getting evicted and ended up going into a homeless shelter. And I've been in a homeless shelter for months. I've been homeless since last July, and it was May, just May, when I finally moved into a place. So just like in Job, people was, his friends was questioning, like, what is it that you did? The fact that you was this up. Job was wealthy. He had all the cattle. He had, he had it all. He was healthy. He was that, and God tested him. And God will test you to test your faith in him, even when you in your down season, because it's easy to have faith in God when everything is going good. It's easy to say I'm blessed and highly favored when things are going good in your life. But when you take them L's, is your faith still going to remain the same? Is your faith in God still going to remain the same? Are you still going to love God? Are you still going to worship God? Are you still going to put him first? Are you still going to feel like he is that saving grace? Are you still going to feel that even when you take an L? So in the book of Job, the devil was telling, the devil he's so envious of God. So he was like, Job only, is blessed. I mean, you have blessed Job. That's the only reason he's so faithful and he's this righteous man is because you blessed him abundantly. Would he still have that same faith? Would he still love you the same if you took all his wealth away? If you took everything away from him? And God was like, yeah, I mean, this is Job. Like, he is like no other. He is a righteous man. And like, yeah, he's definitely still, even if he lose everything, he's still gonna have faith in me. So he put him to the test. They made like a bet. It was like, all right, bet. Let's see. So God allowed the devil to test Job. stripped him from everything, stripped his health, took his wealth, took his kids, took everything. He had like he hit rock bottom, like a lot of us, like I did. I hit rock bottom. I never had been in that place in my life where I was homeless, no money, like no car, just lost everything. I lost it all. And even Job's friends started to be like, what did you do? Like, why are you being cursed? Like, it's like, because when you lose it all, you be like, what the heck did I do? It's like, dang, what did I do? Like, I'm a good person. I do right by people. So what did I do? And I know my family and them looking at me like, dang, what did she do? Like, what are you really doing that you lost everything? You was doing well. So how did you just fall so hard like that? Like, what did you really do? But it's all a part of God's plan, for one. And for two, he know your heart. Especially for me, I know that, especially when you're new in this faith and you a new believer in God, and he want to test to see, are you really for me? Do you really value me beyond just the material possessions that I can provide? Because like I said, it's easy for us to sit there and say, oh, I love God and I'm blessed and highly favored, when you got all this money in your bank account, when you got a car, when you got a job, you got a nice job, you got a nice house, you got all these materialistic things. It's easy to say that you blessed and highly favored when it's evident in the eyes, like when you can see your blessings on you, okay? But it's different when you lose it all, to say that you still blessed and highly favored, even when you in the trenches with it, even when you hit rock bottom. It's like, it's different then. And that's what God is testing you to see. It's like, how you gonna act when you lose everything? How you gonna act when you hit this low point in life? Are you still gonna believe in me? Are you still gonna love me? Are you still gonna value me? Or are you only valuing me because of the things I can provide? Like I said in one of my video the other day, God has feelings too, and he don't want to be used. So yes, he will send you through a test to see how you really feel about him. Do you really value him beyond just the possessions that he could provide you? And he know us. He know us. So you can't play games with God. He is not like humans. You can't play these games, these little mind games, these little tricks. And you can't play God, because he know you. He know your heart. He knows you. Even when you don't know him, he knows you. He knows those around you. This is why sometimes he will remove those around you, because he know how they really feel about you. And you thinking they loving you because they put on these masks and come around and show up and smile and give you fake congrats, and they be fake for you when you in your up season. But as soon as you hit rock bottom, they got all this to say about you. I even told y'all that I read y'all them letters of what my own mom said to me. So it's like, dang, this how you feel, and God was showing me that, because here I am, before I even went on this journey. Like I told you, I built my relationship with God first. So I was sitting there, he saw me. I'm never gonna forget, in my room, like when I was in Maryland, in my room, I had my desk, and then I had a whiteboard up there, and I wrote up there what I would do if I had $10 million. Like, I wrote that out. I was like, I'm gonna give this person a meal, I'm gonna give my mama a meal, I'm gonna give my brother a meal, I'm gonna look out for Britt, that was my best friend. I'm gonna look out for my sis, cause she, that she been down. I'm gonna look out for my baby daddies, and just to see how they all feel about me now that I'm on my walk with God, and that the way people really have shown me who they was. That's why God had to separate me from all those people, because it's like, he like, dang girl, look at you, looking stupid. Look how these people really feel about you. Like, look how they really are. They just use you for what you good for. But when it come down to when you really need them, or when you hit rock bottom, who got you? Nobody. And even the ones that, even when my mom fake reaching out, it was only for, because some people, they'll be there for you. They'll fake be there for you just so in the end, you can owe them something. Because what I'm destined, my destiny, what I'm destined to do. Especially people, these witches and warlocks who have spiritual gifts, and they can see your light, they can see that you're destined for greatness, and then they know that you're resilient. They know me for real, so they know it don't matter how many times I fall, I'm gonna get back up again, and I'm gonna bounce back 10 times harder, because that's just what I have shown throughout life, that I'm resilient. It ain't nothing that's gonna keep me down, nothing. No situation will ever stop me, because I'm hungry for what I want. I'm hungry. I'm hungry for it. And because of that, people will do stuff for you just so that it's just like an IOU. It's just so they do it, and then it's like when you do get back on your feet, you owe me. You know, and because this video ain't really to talk about her per se, but I actually was thinking about this morning. I'm like, you know, people feel entitled, and even your own parents will feel entitled to your success. When you start winning, they'll feel entitled to it. And I was like, based off some stuff that she had said about some other, you know, friends of hers, I'm like, dang, if she feel entitled to their money because they just came up on like 60K, they came up on some bread, and you feel like they owe you some money, like, and because they ain't give it to you, you ain't cool with them, and you don't like them, and you feel these ways, and you talking this trash about them. I'm like, dang. So when I heard that, because when people talk, I take it in, and I'm like, dang, you know, if that was me, like, how would you feel if this happened to me? You gonna feel that same way. You gonna feel, when I hit my success, you gonna feel entitled to my money before I can even get me and my kids set up. Yes, I'm gonna look out for my family, but my goal is to look out for my children and me first. I gotta set up accounts and trust and all this type of stuff for my children first, period. Then I'm gonna look out for my family. My goal was always to get rich, to take care of my mom, pay her house off, look out for my brother, pay his house off, but just to look out for him. And yeah, set stuff up for my kids. Just hold on 1 second. I see you keep looking at me. She going back to sleep. So that was just always my goal, like even to look out for my grandmother, because if it wasn't for my grandmother co-signing on my student loans, I would have never had the ability to get away and go to college, because my mama ain't have it. She couldn't, you know, I ain't have scholarships and all of that stuff to go to college. And me getting away to go to college was the best thing that ever happened to me. Me getting away from my hometown, like me getting away. Every time I get away, I don't stay in the circle I grew up with. I'm not staying in the hometown. I'm not staying around them same people. And even now that I left the state as a whole, left the whole state of Maryland, now look how I flourished into a new journey, into a new purpose for me. So it's like me leaving and getting out of what I'm comfortable with has always catapulted me and made me think more, made me think bigger, make me go harder for more, make me open my mind to a whole nother realm of life. So, you know, when you going through this season, God will test you. And he wants to know that you really is 10 toes down for him, no matter what it looked like. And he knew me, because at first I only wanted to relationship with God, you know, because I saw what God had done for other people. I saw the materialistic things that he done for other people, and people would give God credit for those things that they have. I told y'all in one of them videos when I was at the park, I forget what it was titled, and I had saw Boss Lady, you know, she the first person that God put in my path, and I saw her nice house she had and everything that she had, and I saw where she started from, and I saw how much she would talk about God. And then I went to one of her seminars, and that was the first thing that she talked about at her seminar was, you know, your foundation. And your foundation is your spirituality, is your faith, it's who you believe in, it's going to your creator. That's your foundation. That's where it all starts from. Everything else come after that. Like what's the scripture? Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things will be added to you. I really understand that now. And that's basically kind of what she would talk. She would teach that, and then she would go into like business, relationships, and all of that stuff. Like it was called Foundation to Elevation. And her name is Boss Lady on Instagram. So, you know, and that is the reason that I had wanted a relationship with God, because I saw what he did for other people. And I'm like, well, I want those things too. So I started praying every day. Well, you know, started praying. And then my friend, she had gave me this little daily bread book. So I started like looking at that a little bit. But it was just, I was in and out. I was lukewarm. I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And then that's when, you know, I just started talking more and more, and me talking more and more to him, me just confiding in him, just really talking out loud. I ended up building a relationship with him like that, just showing up consistently. And one thing about it is he will test you. He will see, are you after me just for my blessings, or is it because you really want a relationship with me, because you really value me? And like I said, nobody wants to be used. God doesn't either. Yes, he wants you to to use him in the great ways. He wants all the glory and he wants all of that, but he don't want to be used just for what he has to offer. He wants you to really value him, see the real value of having him. And I know this is why he had to take me on this wilderness season, not only to find out my identity, to find out my purpose, to do all of those things, but it's to really see the true value of staying close and tight with God. Because when you hit these rock bottom times, when you up or when you down, it's a value to just know that you have him there. So even, you know, he'll want to test you to see is, okay, when you get these, when I give you this house and I bless you with your money and I bless you with the dream job and the dream career, whatever it is that you be praying for, he wants to know that when he bless you with that, are you still going to seek me diligently? Are you still going to put me first? Or are you going to start to put these things first? Are you going to start to kick me to the curb like I don't matter because you got what you want? It's just like getting with a guy, you know, for the ladies, getting with a guy, or okay, well, get with a guy for the ladies and he just want to use you for your body, and then after that he don't want to deal with you no more. So he using you for your most prized possession, and then after that he don't want you no more. Or for guys who got money and she use you for your money, and then all of a sudden when your money run out, now she don't want you no more. Now you serve no purpose for her no more because she was only after you for what you had to offer of material possessions. It's like God is like that too. He don't want you to just use him for the material possessions he can provide. He wants you to really love him and cherish him and honor him and see the value of having a relationship with him. And I know that for me on this journey, that's what I really know the value of having God. Like, I can't live without him now. And this is why, you know, it's hard for me to even want to rekindle relationships with ex family, anybody who is not in the same belief of me, where I am when it comes to God, because God is a part of my everyday life now. You're never going to not hear me talk about him. So if you have a problem with me talking about him, we're not going to work out. If every time I talk about God, it get like a weird energy, because I feel the vibes. I can feel the vibe from a mile away. I can feel the vibe over the phone. I can feel the vibe through a text message. I can feel the vibe. I feel energy. Energy is felt. I can feel energy right now that people be sending my way, my ex and all of that. I can feel the energy. Like, energy is felt. You can feel it, especially when you connect and you have these soul ties with people. Like, it's really real. It's really, really real when it comes to this energy stuff, when it comes to these attachments that we have spiritually to people. It's real. And this is why I now understand why you can't just lay down and allow different spirits to lay down with you, because that you'll be attached to them. Y'all have like, it's like a stronghold. And then especially when you're dealing with these warlocks and witches, and they do these spells and stuff to keep you bonded even though you miles away. Like, that's a whole nother story, but it's really real, because I can really go into detail, because it's like, just how like you could be thinking about somebody and then they may call you, or you might run into them or something, and it'd be like, dang, like, how? It's because we connected energetically. We're connected. But all in all, like, I really just was, doing this video just to say, like, you have to have value. See the real value in having God in your life, like, beyond just the blessings, beyond just the materialistic things. It's knowing that he really there for you. He really rocking for you. He really is the one that's gonna get you through any season in your life. Even when you come into your blessings, still don't leave him out. Don't think you good now. I got what I want now. I don't need you no more. Like, I did that little post of it yesterday. And it said your prayer life should be like an everyday thing. It's a lifestyle. It's not just using it as an emergency contact, not just calling on him when you in need. It's just feeling like you need him every day, like you need food. That's your nutrients. Having God is what you need for nourishment. So even when you go without food, this is the importance of fasting, because God wants you to see that you need me more than you need that food. Because if you call on me, I can shut your belly up. That hunger, I can take them hunger pains away. And that's what I also have learned. I remember in the beginning when it came to fasting, I used to be like, fasting, Y'all see the videos. I remember I was complaining. I had like a yellow shirt on when I was living in that hotel. And I'm like, who wants to fast? I don't want to fast. And there's even a scripture about that, about fasting. I had wrote it down in my journal, but I'm not even gonna read it right now, nothing, because I'm just talking right now off the muscle. And now, on the days that I fast, like I told y'all, for the month of May, I'm doing alternate day fasting. Today is a fast day for me now, so I definitely I try to go walking every day, but definitely on fast days, I like to go walk, get some exercise in. Because when you not distracted by food, and you're not comforted by food and drinks and all of those things that we use to cope and that we feel like we need to live, it allows you to go within. It allows you to let God in and seek God more and get closer to God. And it allows him to give you more of an awakening. And it's truly beneficial. And you have to feel like you need God every day just as much as you feel like you need food every day. You feel like you need to eat 3 times a day. Okay, you should feel like you need to talk to God 3, 4, 5, triple times the times you need to eat. I see the true benefit in including God, and this is why he now can trust me. He trusts me now with his people. He trusts me to be real. He always knew I had it in me, but he had to prune me up. It's a lot he had to teach me on this journey. So, it's just a blessing, and I can't live without God. Like, I know what God has done for me. I value this relationship more than I value any other thing in this world besides my children. Like, God first, my children right after. I value God like no other because he has really helped this. And like I told you, for me, anybody who can't stimulate my mind, I don't want to be around you. I don't care if you're a friend, a boyfriend, whoever. I need people that stimulate this, who can teach me something. And God is my teacher. He's my leader. He's the one who teach me everything. He's the one who lead the way for me. And that's what I need. That's why I can submit to him, because I trust him. If I can't submit to you, it's because I don't trust you. I don't trust your leadership skills. I don't trust you. And with God, I truly trust him. I know that he wants the best of me. So even when it seems like it's rocky, even when my finances is dwindling, okay? Even when I trust him, I truly trust him. I'm no longer having that fear. It's just like, come on, girl. I know how many times he been showing up and showing out for me for years. He been showing up and showing out before I even really knew who he was, before I even really started to believe in him. Before I started to take this stuff serious. So it's like, I put him first, and anybody who has a problem with that, you can't be around me, because this is my new life. This is what it is. This is what I talk about. This is what I eat, breathe, sleep. I put God first. So anybody that's gonna have a problem with that, and if you're on your journey, and anybody who got a problem with you being on your new faith walk, they people that can't go with you. Everybody can't go. Everybody can't go because they wanna go with you when they see the blessings, and when they see the blessings and stuff that God has rewarded you with. They gonna want parts of that. They didn't want to go on a journey with you. They had stuff to say about your faith walk when you looked like you was losing everything. Like Job, friends questioned him, like, what did you do? Why are you losing everything? You losing everything. It's something about you. They have something to say when you lose, and when you're in your losing season. They laughing at you, they pointing at you, they saying, oh, she thought she was this, oh, she should have never moved there, oh, this, oh, that. But this is why God will use your enemies as your footstools, and he will use them same naysayers, and he'll be like, shh, he gonna silence you, like, oh, what you said? Oh, you said what? Because one thing about it is, when God's name is on it, he's not gonna let them get that kind of laugh. He wants this all is a part of his glory. So you definitely know he's not gonna let you stay in that bottom of the pit season. He's not even gonna allow it, because his name is on this. For my whole journey, I told my family and them, I'm on my spiritual journey. I'm getting closer to God, yada, yada, yada. They had stuff to say about it. And, with me losing, it's like, look what serving your God. Look at what serving your God got you. Homeless in a shelter. You need to get yourself out that shelter. I didn't have to get myself out of nothing. Come on. I didn't have to get myself out of nothing. God got me out. That's why I don't care what nobody say when they say nobody's coming to save you. Because if you truly, truly believe in God, you need to understand that God won't come and save you every single time. God will do it for you every single time. He will never leave nor forsake you. Never. And I'm a living testament to that. Oh, you got big money, sis. Yeah, all her teeth falling out. Too afraid to bought her a lot of money. Even with that. But, you know, so that's really what I wanted to say, y'all. Just stay the course and don't use God. He has feelings too, and he knows your heart. And the longer he feel like you're not learning certain lessons, or you just still on some trying to use some stuff, or he gonna keep you in that season longer when there's still stuff that he needs you to learn. You're gonna stay, because some people do. You'll stay in your wilderness season for a while, and I now appreciate that season that I was just in, and I'm still coming up out of it. But I understand from so many aspects of different things he was teaching me during this season, teaching me things about money, teaching me things about boundaries, teaching me, you know, just to even value him, to let up control, teaching me how to truly submit. It's so much that I've learned, bless you, baby. It's so much that I've learned in this season, that wilderness season for a whole year. I'm like, wow, I used to be like, why would you move me to a new state just to have me homeless, just to make me get my car repossessed and everything I thought I was getting blessed when you took it, snatched it away? It's because God didn't bless me with that stuff in the first place. That was tricks of the enemy. Like, you know. And that's why, like, this time we're moving into this house. No, I'm not going to video it because, for one, I know it's people watching me and I don't want them to be doing their little witch spells and stuff. And for two, you don't need to see, this all y'all probably going to see of this house. Unless you on my cooking channel, you might see me cooking in the kitchen. But I really value, you know, it. I'm grateful for it, and the things that I value, I keep sacred. So, like that apartment when I moved to Texas, when I moved to Houston, I showed it just to be like, look what God did. Look what God blessed me with, making it think it was that easy. Oh, you just come to Texas and God gonna bless you with this and do all of that. Like, no. So now it's like, I ain't showing none of that. Like, you know, I take this, for one, I love it. I love where he moved us to, and I cherish it. So things that I cherish, I like to keep to myself, keep sacred, especially because I know there's people out here who don't want me to win. They never really wanted me to get out the shelter. They, you know, people be, I don't even know how some of these folks found my YouTube. I just still don't even know how, but when people can't get access to you, they figure out anyway. And when they know, I don't even know how, but they be going to these psychics and stuff, and they probably say, yeah, she's on social media. I have no clue, but all in all, I love what God has done for me, and I'm keeping him first. I'm in it now. I'm locked in. I see the real value of having a relationship with God beyond the material things that he can provide. I love him for constantly being with me, because he show up for me even the smallest ways. I have a video on this that I did when I was in that Houston apartment, and I wanted a desk, you know, to put my TV on. But when my mom came down, so she didn't see that my TV was standing up on 2 hamper bins, and, you know, just so she don't have her little stuff to say. And he literally put a desk outside my door at the stairwell, a white desk just for me. I'm gonna probably post that video so y'all can see, like, he will show up for you in the smallest ways. Sometimes it ain't even about this big grand stuff. It's the small ways he show up for you every day. Like, I was breaking down crying the other day how he waited for me to finish walking before he allowed it to rain, pour down. Literally, as soon as I got in the car, closed the door, it started pouring down. Right there, that was a blessing in itself, because he knew I wanted to get out there and do my walk. So he'll literally wait. He'll hold off the storm just for you. Just for you. So it's a small ways that God has shown up for me throughout my wilderness season before he even blessed me with the grand thing that I was asking for, which was a home, you know, and to get my car back and all of this stuff. So, yeah, y'all, I'm gonna go make these kids something to eat. She done took a nap. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Deuces. Mwah. God bless y'all.